You're not gonna believe the opportunity that I just got. My little old bin store in this old mall might be moving into this brand new building over here. Not a brand new building, it's an old building, but it is beautiful on the inside, and the mall just approached me to move my bin store because I'm the busiest store in the mall, move it into the JCPenney, which I'm going from 4,000 square feet to over 80,000 square feet for a bin store. This is crazy. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should make this transition or not because I'm doing pretty good where I'm at. But can I do 2, 3, 4 times better being in a huge space? This video is definitely to be continued. Okay guys, we gotta give away the AirPod Pro 2. Guys, we said in our last video we're gonna give it away. It took us a minute before we got to it, but we got 72 comments last time in our video to win the AirPod Pros. So we're gonna do a random generator here to figure out who's gonna win the AirPod Pros. So let's go. Number 17, all right? So we're gonna go to the video, we're gonna count down 17 comments, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Look at that. Flipping 8 easy, my man out in Vegas. We were supposed to meet up in Vegas and we didn't. You are the winner of the AirPods Pro, buddy. Just give me your address. We're gonna mail those right out to you. Congratulations for winning our first ever giveaway here in Liquidation Motivation. We're gonna do a lot more of these. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Tom from Liquidation Motivation, and today we're gonna do a video about how to get into the liquidation business on a budget. Guys, I'm being offered a bigger space for my bin store, and look around here. You know, my bin store right now in the mall is only 4,000 square feet, and it does really, really well. I'm very happy with the performance of the bin store. But it's supported because I have a 100,000 square foot warehouse right down the mall. And so we can just wheel the bins in. So we don't need storage. We don't need to worry about any of that kind of stuff. It supports it and we do our pallet sales out of there. But now the mall is offering me another 80,000 square foot space to move my bin store to. You know, so should I expand my bin store? You know, I always talk about sweet spots, right? Sweet spots in this business, right, is when you get to a point where you're making good money in a bin store, which I am, keep it and don't expand it. And now I'm thinking about expanding it, but it might be like too good of a deal. It's too good to be true. And I can take it from, right now I have 24 bins. And if I wanted to in this location, I could put 500 bins. But I'm in a small town in Florida. Although there's a town of 50,000 only about 5 miles away. There's Orlando to the north of me, you know, Lakeland to the east of me, Tampa way east of me. Should I do it? I'm contemplating what I should do. But really this video is about how can you get into the liquidation business on a budget. All right, so I get people all the time coming to me, asking me, you know, hey, I want to open a bin store. You know, what do you recommend? And, you know, my first question nowadays is how much money do you have, right? How much money do you have? Because if you're underfunded, I don't recommend you do a bin store because it's just too expensive to start a bin store from scratch. I mean, you need a large space, you need rent, you need down payment. You know, if you're in a populated area, you're paying premium on your rent. You gotta buy your loads, you gotta get your shopping carts, you gotta build your bins. It's not cheap. It's not cheap and it's not worth cheaping out on a bin store. What small bin stores do is they play the scramble game. Now everybody, if you're in a bin store business, you know what the scramble game is, right? The scramble game is, all right, I'm buying from Tom. I'm getting 12 pallets a week from Tom, consistently. And then I call Tom up and say, hey, I need my 12 pallets, and Tom doesn't have any pallets. So then you have to scramble, right? So then you go to other vendors, you go to people that process pallets, you go to, you know, you overpay for stuff, or you might not get any inventory for that week because you have to scramble. You know, when you're big enough, you avoid the scramble game. So if you want to get into liquidation, this is my new recommendation. They left all these fixtures here, so I think they would all be free to me, right? I could use all these fixtures in the business. I don't know how good they are, but look at all the shelving in the back. That's all kind of cool. Tables. And I'm sure if I didn't want to use these fixtures, the mall would just move them to another location and get them out of here. But there's definitely a lot of fixtures in here. So guys, if you haven't watched my last video we did the opening of Super Bins. We opened Super Bins in Florida. My main man, Ben and Ari, man, those guys are rocking and rolling down in Florida, and it was the most impressive bin store opening I've ever seen. And he has changed my mind about what you need to do in the bin store industry. So they are totally knocking it out of the park. But they had the capital to get started. Watch that video, please. I promise you, you won't regret it. It's a great video. But if you're on a budget, if you can get started in a bin store in the liquidation business with just a few $1,000s. You know, my recommendation now is go rent a warehouse. Rent a warehouse 2,000 square feet with a dock. Make sure you get a dock. Warehouse 2,000 square feet with a dock. Get a pallet jack. Now start buying loads. You're gonna buy Amazon mediums loads. You're gonna buy Target general merchandise loads. You're gonna find just the core loads. Don't diversify in everything. Put Amazon mediums on one side of your warehouse, Target on the other side of your warehouse. Your goal is to sell 24 pallets a week and make $100 a pallet. That's all you want to do, nothing else. If you do that, your rent's $2,000 a month. You work it yourself. That will give you $10,000 a month in income. $2,000 a month in rent. You're making $8,000 a month profit, 100 grand a year. Start there. Start there. Save your money. Put money on the side. Every month, put $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 away on the side. Save your damn money so that you can build up $100,000 if you want to do a normal bin store, $200,000 if you want to do a decent sized bin store, $300,000 if you want to frickin' rock it and knock it out of the park. Okay, so start off small, 2,000 square feet, bring the loads in, it's $100 a pallet. That's all you're gonna make. This way you can grow yourself into that next level, right? Don't diversify yet. Don't diversify to start, because if you just start with a couple loads that are good and consistent and you're buying one a week, right? You one a week from a supplier, tell your supplier, just ship me one a week, automatically, one a week, one a week, one a week. You'll always have inventory to sell. Your customers, you'll get reliable customers for that product. Some people like Amazon mediums because they do a lot of Facebook Marketplace. Some people like the Target because they sell on eBay, Amazon, whatnot. Some people like food because they put food in auctions and flea markets. You know, find your niche product and stick with it. Stick with it. The problem is some people bring in different loads, this load, that load, that load, that load, and then your customers don't know and can't rely on you, because just like you got to rely on your vendor, they got to rely on you as their vendor, okay? So be consistent with your loads. Try to have it in stock all the time, which is always a problem, always a problem. That's why I like to say to somebody, give me one a week, never stop. Don't even call me. Bill me, send it. Bill me, send it. Be open regularly, make sure your customers know where you're at, you know, do social media marketing, pump it up all the time on social media, and hit all the social media markets, right? The big bins, Super Bins only did TikTok to open. That's all they needed to do. Imagine if they would have done Facebook, imagine Instagram, imagine if they would have done all the different channels, right? Because every channel, just like every load, there's a different ask for every seat, right? Every social media channel has different clientele. Every load has different clientele. You know, so you have to advertise on all the channels, do your marketing, constantly marketing, right? Gary Vee will tell you do 90 forms of marketing a day. I'm saying you got to be on there all the time. If you notice, we have upped our game, and now we're doing a lot more shorts, we're doing a lot more social media marketing, we're doing a lot more for liquidation motivation. But start small, save your damn money. I'm saying when you're ready to go big, you will be funded. And you'll know the business a lot better, right? These people that just want to walk in the door and say, Tom, teach me everything. Or how about this? This is my favorite thing. Hey, give me pallets of just Nike clothing. Like, that don't exist. Hey, give me just high-end electronics. That don't exist. Hey, give me gold pallets that don't really exist, because that's all I want. Good luck, buddy. This is the wrong business for you. Give me food, but everything's got to be 3 months in date. See you later, you know? Those kind of things don't exist. We're in liquidation, guys. You want to go buy wholesale and pay 80% of the retail value, right? Wholesale is 80% of the retail value. They mark it up the other 20%, right? That's wholesale. We are in liquidation. We pay 5, 10, 15, 20% of the retail value, and we sell it at a discount so people get a bargain. You know, those fairy tale pallets don't exist. I'm not saying they never come available, but you can't build a business on them because they're an anomaly. They're once a year, once every 5 years, you know? I mean, I've had some really great deals, but they only come around once in a while, man. They're not all the time, so you can't build a business on that. All right, so find a regular supplier, find something that people will buy, and just consistently stock it, supply it, sell it, market it, build your business, save your money, and then you can go to my next video, how to open a bin store in 2025. All right, guys, thanks for watching my video today, Liquidation Motivation. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Listen, if you're gonna get in the liquidation business and you got a small budget, start by selling pallets. Go slow, work your way up, make $100 a pallet, build your cash flow, build your bank. All right, there's nothing worse than not having the money to be able to buy the next load when you're in the bin store business. It's a lot tougher. Build up enough money so you can get to the next level. Guys, that's my advice, 2025, how to get started in the liquidation business on a budget. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Now go out there and make some money.